Well, hi guys. I'm coming to you from my headquarters, where I'm plotting to complete and utter domination of the human race. You know, if everyone's cool with that. It's just it's time that humanity got its act together and submitted to my will. Yeah, because I'm pretty cool, and I think I'd be pretty good at world domination. So it is what it is. So prepare to be subjugated. Anyway, so don't worry, I'm not coming to dominate or subjugate anybody. Not yet, anyway. Actually, the real reason why I'm here, I kind of wanted to talk about uniqueness and creativity from the smaller sabersmiths. So I have four sabersmiths in mind, and I'm just going to go by their company names and just talk about the uniqueness of what they produce and the value that you can get from them. First off is my a stunt saber that I acquired from Kennedy Custom Props. I didn't actually get it directly from them. I bought it from eBay as I usually do. I think most of my sabers come from either eBay or Etsy these days. And he's a small time producer of different props and materials, but obviously he does some sabers. Excuse me. You are always on the wrong side of the door, aren't you? Come on in. Come on, you. Come in and join me. Okay. So he should be happy. Darth Inky, everybody. Where was I? Yeah, I'm not really here to talk about the saber so much, just to talk about the fact that, from the four companies that I'm going to mention, you can kind of get sabers that aren't commonly produced. In fact, most of them are completely unique or so unique as to be completely unique, even if they're only semi-unique. If there's a few of them available or variants thereof, each one is completely different. A lot of the larger companies, they'll just Saberforge, even Saber Trio to a certain extent, yada, yada, yada. They can, sort of allow you to do some degrees of customization, and they offer other services to, personalize the sabers. But these companies, you'll usually get a saber and it'll be completely unique, as is this one. So what you have here is a stunt saber that has a nifty little board called a Core Effects, and from what I've been told from the owner of Kennedy's Custom Props, they don't make this board anymore. This was made by I think it was called 7 Chambers. So you can see it's kind of a has a bit of a flash on clash and a lockup, and it simulates everything that you might want to have simulated in order to do a performance or what. Where is, oh yeah, that's right, the kill key goes in the end. Very unique. So there's one of these, and why would you only have, why would you want to have just a saber that there's only one of? Well, it's unique, and only you have it. Pretty much sums it up. Now, the second one, from Blue Force Sabers, and he has an Etsy store, and he's branching out. He's starting to produce sabers that use CFX and the like, and so he immediately just, kind of uses a core tube, and he adds 3D accoutrements to the saber. This one is particularly nice, with a nice suede wrap, and this saber has a Nano Biscotti V4 inside it, so it's a pretty simple thing. I only have the 3 standard fonts. This is dark meat. And he used a nifty little combination of tricrete to create what is probably the nicest purple I have on any saber. The flash on clash, no lockup, no blaster block, nothing of the sort. But this is one of my favorite sabers. And again, this is the only one in existence. There are two others which are similar, but as far as the molding, well, this is the one. This is the only one. So if you go to Blue Force Sabers on the Etsy site, you can find many sabers that are unique like this. And this saber is excellent. It's an excellent, I wouldn't necessarily call it a dueler, because it is made out of 3D parts, so, you know, you risk busting it up. Let's get this thing squared away. Yeah, all right. And, but I mean, it's a very balanced, the blade's a little bit too long for it, but it's a very balanced saber, and I find that it's good for just about everything that you would want to use the saber for. So that's number 2. So we got number 1, number 2. Both of these completely unique. I lost my cat. Now he's off crying. That's what he does sometimes. Number 3. Advanced light weaponry. Yeah. So this is a pure duelist saber. This thing's made out of steel, and it's basically a brick shit house. You're never going to break this saber. It has a unique blade that he makes himself. Down and dirty. Not meant to really win any beauty contest, but the saber definitely is. And Advanced Light Weaponry, he operates from, he has his own website, and he has an eBay page. And I've seen like an uptick in sales, so I think he's doing quite well, and kudos to him. As is Blue Force Sabers, he seems to be doing pretty well. He's selling quite a few sabers, and unfortunately, Kennedy Custom Props, he doesn't. He produces very slowly. He just did a hilt. He's selling an empty hilt that's a version of a thin neck saber, and that's quite nice, but I don't really do empties because I don't do installations, so unfortunately that doesn't appeal to me. But the saber is quite beautiful, and I think he probably has it available for sale on his site. And Blue Force Sabers, he just recently did a saber that's themed after what's the game, Gods of War, and that's an amazing thing. So he has a video on YouTube, and of course you can go to his site, and he has that available for sale on that site. This again is a one-off, and it's unique. And this saber, you could walk up to anybody and bash this thing against their saber, whatever they have, and their saber will probably shatter. But there's only one like it, and therefore I like it. And again, this saber is actually made specifically for dueling, and it's perfectly balanced, and it is a true weapon in all the sense that you know, a lightsaber could actually be a true weapon. I mean, I could actually defend myself if I had to with this thing. At the very least, I could beat someone to death with it. So, yeah, we got that going for us. Nice little clickety-clack switch. And again, only one of this exists. So you see what I'm getting at. So you got kind of artistry and uniqueness. And, you know, I mean, it appeals to me. So anyway, last but not least, my latest acquisition. And this saber has not left my side since I received it. This is my, well, I forget what it's called. It's like a Calais. This is a Fallen Order saber from, you know, it's like Jedi Fallen Order saber. And this one's made by Custom Diversions. And they produce quite an array of interesting hilts, and each one's unique. There are, I mean, it seems that he produces Fallen Order sabers, but each one is different. And recently, I saw that the one that was most similar to this one, it actually had kind of the grip section was more. It wasn't a fabric wrap. It was more like a I don't know. It looked like a section of hose or something that was attached to it or whatnot. And if anybody is one, if there any of my subscribers, if you were the one that purchased that saber, I'd definitely like to see a review on it, or at least a shout out to know who purchased it, if it just happens to be one of you guys, because I don't know, I'd like to hear other people's opinions regarding how you feel about that particular saber, because this one, this one's become indispensable to me. I mean, it's perfectly balanced. It's durable, and I found that I'm kind of a two-handed saber with no pommel guy, because I've been working on Suresu and other lightsaber forms and techniques, and I found that this one's pretty much kind of tailor-made to my style. And I did a review on it, so I won't elaborate too much. But another blue blade. If anybody knows me, I'm about the blue blades first and foremost. Although I'll take any saber with any blade color, but blue is my jam. And again, an artistic piece produced by a small smith, and this is unique. And this one was very inexpensive, as was this one. These tend to be a little bit more expensive, I think, because of the materials he uses. They have to be a bit more on the expensive side, and due to the lathing process that Kennedy Custom Props uses, he puts a lot of work into his sabers. So I think the price kind of reflects that. But basically, I'm just trying to show you that there are alternatives to just sticking with Ultra Sabers, or sticking with Saberforge, or even Saber Tree. I know I blaspheme, but I love all three of those companies for various reasons. But there's a lot of different options out there. There are a lot of different sabersmiths, and you'll see reviews from Ghost Shadow or Gray Paladin, or Sidious. Occasionally he'll come up with something unique, like Lux Sabers. He has a saber by those guys, and even the Arctic Jedi. I've seen a few sabers really unique, and but for the most part, if you want to find something that's sort of very distinctive and not commonly available, that kind of may fit your personality more than just getting a saber from one of the big boys. There are options out there. So again, you have Custom Diversions. He has an Etsy store. Advanced Light Weaponry on eBay, and he has a website. And Blue Force Sabers. All of these guys are on Facebook. So you can contact them and message them, and they'll all do commissions. They'll all make unique sabers for you based on what you want. You can literally, that's the thing. It's like, if you go to any of the major companies, you're kind of pigeonholed into just getting, what they offer. But with these guys, you can actually contact them, and they'll make what you want, within reason, and it will take time, and it may cost you. But if you want such and such a Jedi's saber that appeared 2 minutes in like episode 4, and and you want his saber because you thought it was pretty cool and no one else makes it, go to these guys. Anyway, so continuing, Blue Force Sabers Etsy store. He also has a website and a Facebook page, obviously, and then Kennedy Custom Props. He also has a website and a Facebook presence, and he has an Etsy store as well. But I don't think he had anything listed up to a while ago. But as I said, as they produce things, they become available. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of show you that there are options, and if you want to really go nuts and get something that's kind of tailored to to you probably don't even know that you have a niche that, like a preference. I mean, the reason I'm always buying sabers is because I appreciate the artistic quality of them and the beauty and the sculpting and the work and just everything that goes into them. It's my preferred form of art. But you're not limited. I mean, I had no idea. I mean, when I saw this and I started playing the game, I figured, oh, what the hell? I'll buy one of these. I wanted an alternative to, just the standard fare that you get from all the main companies, and then I ended up getting probably one of the best sabers that I've ever owned, and it didn't cost me a whole lot. And I'll probably have this until the end of my days. This one's been by my side constantly, and I think it will be. And yeah. Anyway, so that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say. I welcome your opinions. If you think I'm full of crap, then you let me know that I'm full of crap. But first and foremost, I want to know if you've bought sabers from any of these companies and what you've bought. And I kind of like to know about that. If you have a review, feel free to link. If you want to comment and put the link to the review on YouTube. I think you can put it right into the comment. It should hot link it right to the video, and let everyone see it, because I mean, I'm not kitted out to do a program kind of like what Sidious does, where he shows, I have a small operation, so I'm not going to really show other people's videos as my own. Well, that's I don't mean it that way. I mean, you know what I mean. But I would definitely, if you want to put a link in there, I'd like to check out your videos, and I think a lot of other people would as well. So on that bombshell, let's turn all these things on. Let's do the light show. Light show. I won't do that one because there's no blade on it. Yeah. So only one of these has sound. You've seen these. Aren't they pretty? I love the light show. I'm not much for Christmas lights. I'm not a big Christmas guy, but I love seeing people in groups with their lightsabers all lighting them up at the same time. It's really amazing. So much fun. We have a wonderful hobby. Everyone involved in it is really cool and friendly, and it's nothing but joy. At any rate, so that's it for me for today. I'm gonna go play some Jedi Fallen Order. I just watched. I finally saw Blade Runner 2049, and that kind of had me a little bit sad going into this video. So if I seem subdued, that's why. That movie has a sad ending, but it was a really good movie. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. That's just my word of advice for you. If you want to go see a good movie, go check that out. Okay. All right, everyone, have yourself a good rest of the day, good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.